All right, so when last we met, what did we have going on in Logistical Earth? Spoiler, there was no last time because I haven't streamed this before. The game begins in New Zealand. I'm using the clean map here, the road map. Things that are different from previous Logistical games. Most importantly, let's see. It comes with a nice satellite map. I believe it gets this from Bing. And so you can see we've got some nice clouds there, and you can zoom in shockingly detailed. In some cases, you can actually see the buildings in question. So here we've got Skyline Rotorua and MTB Gravity Park, and this is actually the building that represents. As striking as this is to look at, it's not very readable to play the game at. So for example, if we go to a city, let's go down to Christchurch here. Right, I mean, this is very busy visually to look at. All these buildings are there, that's really cool, but there are two other map modes. So one of them is essentially the same as the Logistical 1 and 2 maps. It's a little more detailed, but I still find this, it's not as good looking as the topo map or as the satellite map, but neither is it actually useful. And then the third map mode is the one I actually play in most of the time, which is this this schematic map mode. All right, so we've got New Zealand, and you could see we've done a number of towns here in New Zealand. We've unlocked, I think, everything there is to unlock in New Zealand, except maybe whatever's off this island. I guess that's McMurdo Station. We've unlocked all of the resources. We've finished many, if not most, of the towns. We have not unlocked trains in New Zealand because it didn't seem necessary. I couldn't figure out any real benefit to doing it. Might help us open this port, perhaps. And we opened 2 ports in New Zealand. Ports and ships are new in Logistical Earth. So the way it works is you have a port. Sometimes you have to complete the port. Sometimes you have to complete the town attached to the port to unlock it. Once you have the port unlocked, you can buy storage units, and you could buy a storage unit for any resource that you've discovered so far. And you can see I have 3 storage units here in this New Zealand port for cattle, clay, and steel. And I have another port here on the North Island, where I've unlocked a lot more things. Once you have a port, you can buy a ship or ships. Ships are fairly expensive. You can see that the cheapest ship here is $1.2 million. I'm going to call them. I don't know what the units actually are. I've been playing for a while and, of course, spending money as I go, and I still only have just about enough to buy that. The smallest ship that you can get in New Zealand, anyway, carries 200 tons. The largest carries 4,000 tons. So ships are a really good way to complete larger ports, and they let you take materials between regions and between countries. So after New Zealand, I unlocked Australia. And Australia is tricky. It took a long time to get this as unlocked as you can see, because apart from the sheer size of it, and it is huge, there are things that are locked in Australia behind essentially trains. So for example, I don't want to spoil a puzzle, but this is the first one they really give you in Australia, so it's not too much of a puzzle. When you first need steel, you need iron, of course, and you've got this iron mine, and all of the roads around this iron mine are broken. And the game tells you explicitly that the only way to get this iron to your steel mill is to use this purple line here. This is a railroad. And with the railroad, you've got a train. You can see I have it parked down here on this line. In order to use railroads, you have to complete towns. So for example, we've completed this town of Salisbury. And then, as with the ports, you build a storage unit. And then you can move units between storage units. Trains are comparatively fast compared to trucks, and they carry 100 tons, or at least this train carries 100 tons. I suppose there are probably longer trains. I should say there's going to be a lot of zooming here. I apologize. I'm playing by streaming from a PC to my Mac, and then streaming from the Mac out to the universe, so my mouse wheel is kind of backwards from what I expect. So midway through Australia, you unlock a few other countries. So one of them is South Korea unlocks. From South Korea, you can unlock North Korea. And North Korea is interesting because it has a number of resources. I gave this example on Twitter. To make canned products, you need stone fruit. There's stone fruit in North Korea. To make stone fruit, you need fertilizer. There is no significant amount of fertilizer in North Korea. There's a pig farm that makes it, but we don't have the materials needed to supply that pig farm. And you could see we have this quarantine. More or less, it's not every product, but certainly almost every agricultural product is forbidden from crossing the South-North Korea border. So to get fertilizer into North Korea, my understanding, well, let's just say it's a long way away. We've also unlocked this one truck in the Bay Area in California. I don't quite know yet what to do in California. I've unlocked a few roads. There's not a lot of resources, but a number of the roads are locked by steel, and I don't seem to have any steel yet. I think it's probably going to come down to unlocking some port and delivering resources here. But for right now, I'm more or less not thinking about California. And then I unlocked Germany. And in Germany is insane. So from a puzzle standpoint, Germany was very straightforward, or so far seems very straightforward. It's the most like Logistical 1 in the sense of, oh, well, here's this thing, and you need sand to get there to unlock you need sand to fix this road, but sand is behind another locked road. So most of that has been fairly straightforward. There's still a lot of locked roads, but it's much more open than it used to be. The thing that stuns me about Germany is just look at the sheer number of towns here. Each of these dots is 100 to 200 towns. So let's zoom in on, here, this one's particularly gruesome. Let's zoom in on Stuttgart. So we're going to zoom in, we're going to zoom more, we're going to zoom more. This is a joke, right? How is this possible? My conclusion is, Cicada, the author, this must be auto-generated, right? I simply refuse to believe that each of these towns is individually placed in any by a human being. So the current task here that I'm working on is trying to unlock Sweden. So a lot of these roads, let's see if we can find some of them. A lot of these roads are locked by oil. Now you would think oil, not exactly hard to find in Norway. Well, I've had a heck of a time finding it. So I have a lot of roads that are still locked. Some of them are roads that, here's an oil locked road, for example. Some of them have resources, are locked by resources that we do have, but most of those are not locking off new areas. And so the name of the game when you're fixing roads isn't just to fix roads, it's to fix roads that are going to get you somewhere new. So for example, well, actually that bit of road is blocked. This looks like a shortcut. There's no actual new businesses along this road. But let's go ahead and set someone to unlock it anyway. So what am I going to do? I'm going to pick this roadworks. Right. I'm going to pick a truck. Right now, I only have 2 trucks that can operate in Norway, which is these 2 8-ton trucks. So we'll pick this one. And we want some planks. I'm going to zoom out. My planks are down here in Denmark. Oh no, this road is totally sealed off. That's the one. That's the interesting road complex I really want to get to, because you can see up here there are some undiscovered roads, right? We've got that, and I have a suspicion that there might be some resources up here that would help me elsewhere, but these are locked behind different roads. And so this is a mechanism they've introduced. This is locked behind dynamite. We don't have dynamite. Concrete. We don't have concrete. In this road is literally, we haven't discovered whatever it is, so we don't even get an icon for it. So that's really something I'd like to take care of. But I'm pretty sure that I saw 1 or 2 here that we could take care of now. I think this was the one. All right. This time for sure. Yay. All right. So that's going. I find that I pause this game a lot, and that doesn't make a lot of sense. The game doesn't really penalize you for time passing. Somehow, I always felt I want to be like perfectly efficient. All right, so that's what's going on there. But I wanted to talk about this area. Okay, so my plan, as I said, was to get into Sweden. We have a contract to get into Sweden. That's going to be under our works contracts. Sweden road fix. So to get into Sweden, we need to finish this town of, I'm sure I'm pronouncing it wrong, Arjang. That town, where is it? It's that blue one, I think. Arjang, there we go. Arjang wants 3,000 fish or chicken or something. And then 3,000, there's a lot of stuff there, but I see eggs, I see water, I see bread we don't have yet. We do have water and eggs, and we do have fish, I believe. We don't have meat. We don't have any other type of, let's see what we got here. Yeah, so we got fish and potentially bacon, but I don't think we've unlocked bacon. So on the one hand, if you were playing Logistical 1, at this point you would give up, right? You would say 3,000 of anything. How can I do that? The town will consume things as you deliver it. Well, this is not a town though. This is a mailbox. If you see up here under town details, what mailbox means is that it is essentially a business. It will not consume anything that you deliver to it. It will just stay there forever. Now, a bigger problem is that we have, right now in Norway, only 2 trucks. And in fact, we can only have 2. No, actually, we could have more than 2 trucks, but they're small trucks. And our only way into Norway, I'm going to go ahead and finish that road while we go, except I'm not. Our only way into Norway is on this ferry. The ferry can only carry our 8-ton trucks, which are very small. To upgrade it, we need coal. We don't have coal. So this is a bit of a puzzler. Now, there are other road fix contracts. So that's our contract number 3. But there's another road fix contract, number 1, Elervum. So let's go here. So if we complete Elervum, which is here, it should change the fix requirements for this road. We go in and zoom in this road. We see we don't even know what the resource is. It just says locked. Now, if we finish this town, that'll be great. So what does this town require? It requires a heck of a lot. Most of this stuff we have. And 120 doesn't sound like a huge amount, except when you consider that this town is in the middle of nowhere. So most of these resources are way down here in Germany, That's pretty far, although you can't, yeah, you could tell from how far out the map is zoomed. And I only have 2 trucks. Maybe I could buy a couple more 8-ton trucks, but I hate to invest in 8-ton trucks when really later in the game I'm going to need bigger ones. So our sand is down there, our lumber is down there, our oats are down there, sheep, we've got wool, we've got chickens, they're all in Denmark, not Germany, excuse me. So I'm skeptical that 2 trucks going back and forth, the 2 small trucks going back and forth, can actually finish these contracts. So what do we want to do? We want to unlock some of these towns nearby, at least one of them. And then once these towns are finished, we might be able to to build a storage unit or 2 or 3 or 4 there and operate that way. This town's complete, but we don't have any way of this town's unlocked, but we don't have any way of completing it. When we look at this town, right? Oh, is that a town? That's a mailbox. That's a business. Look at this town. This town wants textiles. I don't think we have textiles yet in Germany. We can find out by going to the industries page and finding a textile factory. And no, we do not. We could build one though. That's good. Zoom back in. So this town wants bread, but it's locked. This lock up here says that you need to finish 4 nearby businesses before this town will unlock. Since we don't have bread, it's kind of a moot point, and I don't think we've seen bread anywhere. Now this one is a likely candidate because we do have lots of fertilizer. So if we can finish 4 more businesses, essentially in the highlighted area, this town will unlock. Unfortunately, many of these businesses look like they're not completable yet. This is the pain of logistical. This is the part where it's, this is essentially the puzzle. And what I find is I'll bash my head against some of these puzzles for a while, and then eventually I'll get frustrated with a region and go somewhere else and come back later. And sometimes that's the right thing to do. Well, let's go a little further afield and see, are there any other towns that we might complete? Okay, so this town we would be able to complete with chemicals. Let's look at what we need. That business requires nails. I think we actually could do that one. Let's send someone to do it. Make it extra sure we've got a German truck. Find our nail factory. Now this is interesting. We don't have steel. So one tricky thing here is that these 25 nails or so at the factory, these 25 nails, once they're gone, they're gone. So I'm going to hit the E key, which is going to change this truck's dumping policy. The default policy is always dump everything, even if you've finished it. And just in the name of efficiency, I'm going to dump the 0.7 nails that this town needs, and then I'm going to move this truck elsewhere and deliver it wherever we can deliver it. All right. So where else? We could bring something there. That's behind a quarantine. That one is 2, maybe? No. There we go. Okay. Dropping off nails. Nail delivery. And yeah, I know that if I was a better player, I'd probably keep... All these trucks are idle right now. But right now, all of my kind of cognitive effort is here thinking about, can I unlock Sweden? And maybe I can't. Maybe it's too early. Maybe there are more things that I need to discover first. But I'm going to try. Back across the ferry. All right, now we only have a little bit left, so we'll just dump it there maybe? No, it's locked. So the nice thing, since these mailboxes don't consume anything, is you can totally feel free to just dump things in them when you get a chance. And then that's done for later. All right. So now let's go back and see. Was it Elervum? Elervum? There it is. Elervum. All right. So did we move the needle at all? I see. I don't think that that mailbox we finished actually contributed to that one. I don't think we have bread. We don't have bread. Yeah, we might have to unlock more of Germany before doing this, because I have to imagine there's bread somewhere in Germany. I'd be very disappointed if not. We've got beef. No beef. The Germans don't eat anything. They do have sausage. I encountered a sausage factory. One thing that's pretty weird is we have all of these trucks. And for some reason, trucks in Norway are immensely expensive, even to the point where a new 8-ton dump truck, which costs about $150,000 in Germany, costs $1.5 million here. I guess that might imply that we're never going to upgrade that ferry to be able to handle the larger trucks. It's a bit worrisome if so. We've got, just want some town that I could unlock. 5. So as we get further away from that area, from that Elervum area, we're seeing that it's harder and harder to unlock them. All right, well, that one did go down to 3, I believe. So let's continue our quest for something that we actually have the resources and can unlock. We haven't found gold yet. We might have found fiberglass, did we? No. This is very frustrating. It's probably more frustrating for you to watch than for me to play, if I'm honest. Yeah, I think I'm, oh wait, let's see if there's wine. There's no wine. I guess I haven't unlocked France yet. Yeah, I'm thinking this is not compelling video, so I might give up my hunt for 40. So if I wanted to have 2 8-ton trucks bring 4,700 tons of clay, that would work. All right, so here we've got, is that mung beans? We have mung beans yet? No, we haven't found anything. It's very frustrating. All right, something here in this area has to be unlockable. I think water. No, I know we found water in Australia. I guess we didn't find it here yet. Diesel, we have found. Could do wire the same way that we did nails. All right, let's do wire. Let's see if we can unlock a few things. Making sure my dumping is off. It's a bit of a risk here to spend my wire early, but since it's going to unlock towns, hopefully, I think that's worth it. And again, no other things near that city. We can go ahead and do these, since I'm presuming that these will be necessary to unlock cities over here. We may as well use them. One bad thing about clearing businesses like this is that clearing the businesses gives a bonus up to trucks. And one of the changes compared to Logistical 1, I'll go ahead and dump this there. Yev Knocker. One of the differences to Logistical 1 is, or 2, the bonuses roll over. So if I buy a new truck that has no bonuses whatsoever, and then I complete like 20 towns with my other trucks, the new truck I got, those these trucks are already at 6x, so they can't accept those bonuses, so the bonuses will roll over. So you do sort of want to save completing mailboxes until you have a reason to complete them, either because you're trying to unlock something, as here, or because you want to give your trucks a bonus. And so I did kind of waste that bonus there. All right, so we got pigs. I don't think I have pigs yet. Let's see. Oh, we finished Oslo. Okay, so that looks like we finished Oslo. No, I'm sorry. I got excited. I thought green was finished. Yellow is finished, of course. Of course. Peanuts. Yeah, not a lot here. Wool we can do, but is wool actually going to unlock any of these three? Yesheim is still at 3, so none of those. It looks like the one that I unlocked was actually outside of its range. So let me switch away from Sweden, because I think that what I'm learning is I thought I was close enough to be able to do some of this, and it might be premature. So let's switch back to road unlocking mode, which I find this a little bit frustrating. There's kind of two ways to do it. One is, at least two. One is you scroll around, you say, ooh, look, there's wood. I have wood. In this case, this wood is locked behind a road. So we can't do that one. The other way to do it is kind of zoom out. And let's say we wanted to find sand. I think I have sand down here. Well, those are bricks. Yeah, this is why we need oil, by the way, for asphalt. A lot of roads are locked behind asphalt in addition to being locked behind oil. So let's see if we have anything with bricks. All right, and you just pull away from the bricks and you can see here every road that is locked behind bricks. And so we've got a few of these here. And so what I end up doing when I'm kind of stuck is I will just unlock roads. And then hopefully unlocking those roads will, like in this case, it's going to unlock this road. I'll be able to take this truck further down this road and hopefully discover a new resource. So I do that quite a lot. We can do it here with a larger truck. Let's finish up these roads in Denmark, although I don't think they're going to unlock a lot. Road complete. Going to drop that there. So where did this road go? Where does that highway lead to? This is my least favorite part. Discovery. So you'd think that'd be cool. When you pull a truck away and there's a road it can discover, you've got this circle. What's the problem? The problem is these circles, there's a lot of undiscovered roads. There's no visual distinction between a circle that you could reach and a circle you can't. So for example, this road is locked. We can't reach it. But the game will happily let me try to go there, and then after thinking about it for a little bit, throw up this error message. This is really frustrating. Make it a different color or something so that I know it's not reachable. And if you're zoomed out, very often these things don't redraw. We're not seeing it right now. I'm sure if you watch me drag this around enough times, you're going to see a moment where I'm going to drag it and there's going to be no circles. And really, that's just a redraw bug. And in fact, to the point where I think it's Shift M will force the program to redraw everything. And it's clearly just a kind of hacky workaround. It's very frustrating. Okay, so what happened over here? We've got this roadworks. Actually, this is a big deal. That is a major route that somehow I had not known about or had forgotten about. Well, let's go ahead and deliver the rest of our bricks and just unlock some more roads, and then we're going to go back there. All right, good. Let's just take this bad boy up here. I would love it if I found oil. Okay, we've got gravel. We have gravel. While we're here, I'm just going to set other trucks to come by and do what we need to do. We have planks. Take a big truck for the planks. And we've got clay. Well, let's send someone for the clay. All right. We'll send our plank boy. Really? No planks? No, that's not it. That can't be it. Oh, he dumped all of his planks. I had him set wrong. Oh well. All right, so here we are. We've got sand. Sure. I like actually taking the really big trucks. This is a 40-ton B-double, and then doing deliveries of any resource that auto refreshes itself, because you're not going to run out of it, right? You just wait a little while and more appears, and then you could send that truck to other roads to fix them. All right, wait, we found a resource. What did we find? Boats. That's actually pretty significant. Boats will unlock some roads. Sadly, we don't have any of these things that we need to make boats in Germany. We have them all in New Zealand. So maybe if we find a port that we can unlock, we could do that. All right, let's go ahead and send our beautiful sand boy somewhere else. We'll send Sandboy up. No, I can't send Sandboy up to Oslo because he can't cross the ferry. We'll finish a town. Finishing towns unlocks the ability to do more trucks. All right, we'll take our smaller trucks, making sure we choose the Norway truck, the German truck. We'll unlock this wood. And then we'll unlock this rock. Do I have rocks there? I do. Good. So you could see here, we needed a lot of rocks in Germany to unlock roads. But since this ferry will only hold the small trucks, what I did was I finished this town, built a container, which I then ferried rocks back and forth. Close all these messages. All right, what do we got? Oil is still locking this off. That's really frustrating. Okay, but now we have a new route open, which is nice. And so this island, well, even though it wasn't a resource that I actually wanted or can do anything with, I am kind of glad to have it, because we will need boats at some point. These are locked by things we don't know what they are. I don't see any more circle. Oh, see, there's a circle hiding. Probably will just be a business. Yeah. That's the other thing, is that you don't know what you're going to reveal by doing these sorts of things. All right, we've got a truck. So this is interesting. Can we actually get, I don't think we have, we do. We have a way to get to this island from here. So we'll go ahead and start him on the, no, he can't get there. Why not? Oh, I think he should be able to get there. I'm not sure why that's telling me that. Clearly I'm not seeing something. Well, take care of this. Are there any rock fetches? Are there any rock fetches up here? There are. That one's locked. That one we could do, because we do have yarn, I think. We can do these. Send them up there. Meanwhile, our sand boy is still here waiting for orders. Any cheap and easy? How much does he have? He's got about... I love how there's a gauge, but you can't actually tell how much they have, how much they're holding. Well, let's try this one. Oh, you know what? There's a roadworks right here. We'll do that first. Good. Let's go ahead and have him do more. All right, we got distracted. I think we were down here trying to unlock things. Yeah, so this is Logistical Earth. You just do this for the rest of your life because I don't see how anyone is going to actually finish this game. I would be amazed. Oh, look, we found a new road. So happy. It is very satisfying to uncover the map. We could take a look at what does Germany look like in... What does Germany look like in pretty map mode? There we go. Boy, is that confusing. I mean, it's beautiful. It's kind of cool. But, well, we could play like this in a little while. Let's give the streaming algorithms some work to do. All right, this road works. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it. Right, and this is a good example right here. I find this distracting, and I'm not even on the stream, so this is a good example of the kind of busy work road contract here, right? Like, there are 6 ways to get here, but we're going to give you a road to fix just so you get distracted. So what I will do is send on someone else to fix it. While we explore this road a little bit. See if we can unlock something new. I don't know if you saw that. You can totally snap onto cities that aren't even on your map. Again, the display code just seems pretty buggy. You saw we went here and that cleared this circle. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes it doesn't do that at all. And I have not yet figured out what the rules are, if there are rules, and it's not just a bug. No vehicle access to there. Okay. I think that's down where we initially were. And definitely one of the most frustrating things about the Discovery game is the aura or the area which gets exposed when you go there is totally inconsistent. So I just went right there. Really nothing new was exposed. If I go here, you know, that didn't appear until I resized the... right, if I go there, the new roads appear. All right, we've got rocks here. Let's grab some rocks. All right, I'm about finished here. We'll see if I can edit this for YouTube into something actually watchable. I'm not that optimistic. Frankly, someone said to me on Twitter the other day, this looks like the opposite of fun. And he's not wrong. This is a very strange game. It's very soothing. It's very relaxing. You get these nice soft little truck sounds. And, you know, you move things around and you can kind of go as slow or as fast as you are able to play. But it is, you know, I'm not sure it's fun, but I still kind of like it, even though it's not. So make of that what you will, Internet. All right. Thanks a lot. This has been Tea Leaves, and I've been streaming a little logistical earth at you.